Hi guys, it's Lemar. Today I'm going to be explaining the week 3 math quiz for grade 10. So the quiz is very easy. It's the same as last week, just a couple of different questions. Okay. So they said the number of different ways of combining our objects of n set n objects is denoted by n r, which means n combination r. Okay, now how do I know if it's correct? Either put it on your calculator and put shift divide. It's gonna take like such a long time. Or what you can do is this. You're gonna add those. Okay, here you get 5. And here it's both 6. Is 6 equal to 5? No. So it's wrong. Here you add them. You get 6. 6 equal to 6? Yes. Okay. And so on. Also here. Plus you get 10. The same number, right? So it's correct. Okay, that's for question number 1. Okay, so for question number 2, they want the sigma like expression in expanded form. Okay, how do I do this? Look, like this. They said here this is the number 5. Okay, now it means they want a set from here. It's also 1. So what does it mean? They want a set from 1 till 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do you do with them? You have to add. But what is it? I squared. Okay, so you have to make them squared. Okay, 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 5 squared. You get 55, but they didn't want the full answer. In the calculator, you can also do this. You do shift log and then you fill those in. When you fill those in, they're gonna give you 55. They're not gonna give you this. They're only gonna give you 55. Okay, now for question 3, they want the factorial. What is the factorial? The factorial is this. Okay, how do you get the factorial on the calculator? You do shift x -1. Okay, now you have this way, which doesn't take time, and you should do it because it's the easiest way. And you also have another easy way, but it takes a little longer. But if you have to do it on in the written part, if you have a written part for it, not of course in the AMS and periodics. Okay, so you go down. You have to get the bigger number. Here the bigger number is 15. Okay, so 18 factorial, you have to break it down till you get 15. So times 17 times 16 times 15. Factorial, don't forget factorial, over 4 factorial and 15 factorial. Now cancel. So here, like, you got yourself to cancel, so it's easier for you to do. So 18 times 17 times 16 over 4 times 3 times 2. Now you can use the calculator. When you do it in the calculator, you will get 204. Okay, so for question number 4, you have to do this. Now, look, there's this like rule. Let's call this A, and let's call this B for now. Okay, so the rule says A factorial over B factorial, then A minus B factorial. Okay, just keep this in mind. I'm gonna write it up. Or let's say first and second. This is the first one. This is the second one. So here I'm gonna write it. 1 factorial, the first number factorial, over the second number factorial, and then 1 minus 2 factorial. Yeah, so what this means is you're gonna apply the rule. n plus 2 factorial over 3 factorial n plus 2 minus 3 factorial. Now, here you will get n plus 2 factorial over 3 factorial, and you have to simplify this. You will get negative 1, so n minus 1 factorial. Okay. Now, this is where you have to do you have to keep going down until you get to negative 1, n minus 1 factorial. Don't forget the factorial here. N minus 1. Oh no. Yeah, there's a factorial, guys. Don't forget. Okay. So you have to go all the way down till you get that here. All you're gonna do. Remember when I said in the other question that you have to go down until you get the bigger number? Here, because we have the same number, we have n, and here we also have n. So you have to descend until you get n minus 1 for this one. Okay, so n plus 2 then n plus 1, then n minus 0 or plus 0, the same thing. You're just gonna get n, and then n minus 1 factorial, okay, over 3 times 2 times 1. Basically, this is the factorial of 3 factorial, and then n minus 1 factorial. Okay, this. Now, you're gonna fill the blanks. For this, you will get 6. Okay, it's equal to 6. So down, what is it? 6. Up, you have to see the blanks. They gave you n. They already gave you n. They gave you n plus 2, but they didn't give you n plus 1, so you just put it here. Okay, for this question, you're just gonna put it on the calculator, because here it's a very long way. You don't have to do this. Okay, what you're gonna do is put this on the calculator. Just put shift log. You will have to fill this in, and of course everything else, and you will get this number here. Okay, now for this question, they said they want a coefficient. Okay, they want x to be to the power of 5. You have x right here. Okay, now first thing you are gonna do, you are gonna do this. This is for only application, so I can show you what you have to do. You can also do this in the exam, but it takes so much time. Why do it? You just have to memorize it the way. Now, in the first box, you're gonna put the power. The power here is 7. Now, a is gonna be this, and this is gonna be b. Okay? So, a is gonna be to the power of 5. We already know this. Why? Because they said they wanted to be to the power of 5. Okay? Now, for this box, it's normally this minus this is equal to this. But here, now what we can also do is this minus this equals to this. So, what's 7 minus 5? It's 2. So, this is gonna be 2. Now, what's here in this number? The same as what we have here is here. So, what we have here is also here. Okay? Now, we have to put it in an equation. We said 7, 2, a is 2x to the power of 5, and negative 1 over 4 to the power of 2. Okay? Now, we are going to put on the calculator 7 C2. Put it in a bracket. Now, what is x to the power of 5? It's x to the power of 5, right? So just put it here aside. Don't put it in the calculator. You're going to get error if you do. Now, here you put 2 to the power of 5 and negative 1 over 4 squared. When you put it in the calculator, don't forget to put the brackets. Because if you don't put the brackets, you're gonna get a wrong answer or even like error. And of course, you don't want to get error in the exam. So you are gonna get 42. But 42 what? X to the power of 5. هلا إحنا when we do it in the calculator, you will get 42. Okay, but without the x. Don't like remove the x all the time. Okay, now 42. Yeah, the answer is 42. They only said the coefficient. That's why we only put. Okay, this question is also the same as the one before. The rule was like a factorial over b factorial a minus b factorial. Okay, so first thing, we have to apply it for the first one. N plus 1 factorial over 3 factorial n plus 1 minus 3 factorial. Okay, now you get n plus 1 factorial over 3 factorial n minus 2 factorial. Here's factorial. I don't know why it's not writing. Okay, so we have to apply it. Now, n plus 1 over 3 times 2 times 1 over n minus 2 factorial. Now, we have to go all the way to n minus 2. So, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus n, not plus because you're going down. N minus 1, and then n minus 2 factorial. Oh my god. It's not writing factorial. Anyways. And then 6 and n minus 2 factorial. Here there's a factorial, don't forget that. Then you can cancel. And you will get, you have to just look in the options. You have n plus 1, but you don't have n minus 1. So here you put 1, and down you got 6, so you put 6. For the one down, it's like a little different. There's a little difference because both of them have n. So look what you are gonna do. You are gonna do this. It's the same thing in the beginning. It's just in the end where it gets a little confusing. Or not confusing, it's just like tricky. Okay. You have to put a big bracket. Okay, I need to make this in red because it's very important. N plus 3. Okay, and then minus n minus 1. Then you put a big bracket, put factorial, and then you have to distribute the negative. So n plus 3 factorial over n minus 1 factorial So here it's gonna be n plus 3 minus n plus 1. The n's will be cancelled, so you will get n plus 3 factorial over n minus 1 factorial, then just 4. But don't forget factorial. Here I forgot to put factorial. Just don't forget here factorial. It's 4 factorial. Okay. Yeah. So now you have to get n plus 3 to n minus 1. So n plus 3, n plus 2, n plus 1, and then n minus 1 factorial. Like usual, doesn't write the factorial in the end for some reason. Just put 4 factorial and n minus 1 factorial. Cancel. Then here 4 factorial is basically 24. Okay. And you just look where the missing is. So you have n plus 3, n plus 1, you have n, but you don't have n plus 2, so you put it here. Okay, now they want the third term. Hella. I already said, we already did like a question like this. It's like very similar. Box, A, B, box. Okay. Look, the third term, it means you start 0, 1, 2. Third term is this. 1, 2, 3. Third term is not number 3. Okay? It doesn't mean the third term is number 3. The third term means you have to count from 0, 1, 2, and then you have to count how many terms there are. Okay. Like I said, you have to put the power here. Now they said the third term. The third term was number 2, so you put it here. Okay? And then this minus this. This minus this is equal to 3, so you put it over the A. And this goes here, so 2. Okay. Now, what you have to do is 5 and then 2. Then A is 1 to the power of 3. And 4x is to the power of 2. Like I said, we don't put the... Now you have to put in the calculator, but like I said, we don't put the x. So the x is x squared here, in this case. Okay? Put 5, C, 2 in your calculator. This, we just cancel it out because aslan it's equal to 1. Okay, and then put 4 to the power of 2. Okay, you will get 160. Then just add the x squared, and here it is, and here's the squared. Okay, for this question, they want the factorial notation. Look, just look at this. Okay, 0 factorial is just 1, and 6 factorial is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, but you don't have to put the 1 because it's aslan nihai. It's going to be the same. You will get 720 for this. And then when you add it plus 1, you could also do it on your calculator. Yani just put shift x negative 1. When you do that, you will get 721. Just put 0 factorial plus 6 factorial. That's it. Okay, for this question, it's like one way, okay? But I'm going to explain it to you with an explanation. Let's say they give you this. What would you do? You just put it on your calculator, صح? Yeah. But sometimes like you break it down. when you break it down, 120, 119, 118, 117, 116 factorial over 2 times 1, and then 116 factorial. Then you cross. Okay, this is basically the same thing. Okay, but they didn't put this, I just created this. Here they're saying, of course, the first term is gonna be this. What you're gonna do for the last term, for this one, you're gonna minus it by 1, which is 116. That's why. Okay? Because here they didn't put 117 factorial. If they put factorial, it would be 117. That's it. I'm just for this question, you can also put it on the calculator. Shift x to the power of -1. Okay? Or, this is another way for written. Yeah? I'm gonna show you both ways. 121. 221, sorry. 21 factorial over 19 factorial. Okay? What's that? You have to make 21 all the way to 19. So 21 times 20 times 19 factorial over 19 factorial. Cross, then you put it on the calculator, you get 420. Okay, for this question, it's very easy. Just what is 125 minus 520? That's it. Because this plus this is equal to this. Okay, for this question, just put it on the calculator. 10C6. That's it. You get 210. For this question, they said CI is equal to 20. So here they said 10 times CI. What is CI? 20. Okay. You will get 200. Ignore this. I just put it because I was guessing the quiz. Okay, for this question, all you're gonna do is either put it on the calculator or just do this. Times them together, you get 200. Okay, for this, just put it on the calculator, but don't put it like this. Because on most calculators, it doesn't work to put the I outside. You have to distribute the I. So you put 4, and then I equals to 1. 2x squared plus x. You will get 70. Okay, for this question, they said PK 25, QK 30, RK 10. Okay, so PK is how much? 25. And QK is 30. And RK is 10. So, first thing, you add those, 55, and then you minus it by 10, you will get 45. For this question, they said they want the coefficient to be of x to be to the power of 5. Now, I already showed you how to do this before. You put a box and another box, and then A, B, box, box. Okay. The power is 7, so here it's 7. They said they want x to the power of 5. Here it's A, so basically 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Here it's 2. Here you make it 2. So 7 and 2 and x to the power of 5 and -2 to the power of 2. Okay. Now C is 7C2. Don't forget to put in a bracket. You make the 5, you make the x to the power of 5, remove it out of the way. Put it out, and then -2 squared 7c2 is with basically 7 combination 2. I don't know why I keep saying 7c2. So 21 times negative 2 to the power of 2, 80, negative 2 to the power of 2, 84. They only said they want the coefficient, so just coefficient. Okay, this is a new question that you didn't see before. Okay, so this is why you never saw it before. It's because we have x here and x here. You're gonna do the same exact steps as the one before, but look, here in the box and here in the box, A, B, box, box. Now, you already know what's gonna be in the first box, which is 5. And then this box, we're gonna leave it till the end, this one. Okay? Now, for the box, now you have to do trial and error. They want you to get x to the power of 10. You have to ask yourself, you add two numbers, when you add them, you get 10. First thing what you're gonna do is ignore all the coefficients and put x4 over x, and then put a box and put a box. Let's try 3. Also, this question is gonna be, you add them. When you add them, you get 5, and when you finish the whole thing, you get x to the power of 10. Okay, so let's try 3. They said they wanted to be up. They didn't say 1 over x to the power of 10. If they said that, we are gonna keep the big number up. The big number is 3 and the small number is 2. If I take this up, this is gonna be x squared minus x to the power of 2. When I do this, you get x to the power of 10. صح? That's correct. And when you add them, add this and this, you get 5. This is correct. Now, just apply it. Put 5, and then A is x to the power of 4 to the power of 3. Okay, and then negative 3 over x to the power of 2, and then what's here in this box? The same as here. So here it's 2. Now you put it on your calculator. Of course, you remove the x's. Here it's gonna be x squared, and here it's x2. You already got it, it's x to the power of 10. So then you just put on the calculator, this is what you put. And 5c2 in a bracket. Okay, you will get 90. Okay, and they said the coefficient, so that's it. Okay, this question is also not from last week, but it's basically last week's material. So they want it in expanded form. Expanded form, it means you have to expand it. Look, this is what you're gonna do. 2, they said, I told you already how to do this. So 5 here, and then A is 2. Then negative x squared. Okay, this is inside it. You're gonna start from 0 to 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it's gonna be 0. Here it's gonna be 5 minus 0, 5. Here it's gonna be the same thing as here. So to the power of 0. Okay, plus 5, 1. 2 to the power of 4, because 5 minus 1 is 4. Negative x squared to the power of 1, plus 5 squared, 2 to the power of 3 plus, no, not plus, sorry, negative x squared to the power of 2 plus 5, 3, 2 to the power of 2, negative x squared to the power of 3 plus 5, 4, 2 to the power of 1, negative x squared to the power of 4, 5, 5, 2 to the power of 0, negative x squared to the power of 5. Okay, now this is how you know that they already gave it to you or not. You're gonna do this. What's 5 times 2? 10. No, sorry. You do it with the x. The x. The place of the x. This is, when you multiply this, you get 0. Okay? So, you have to find this. Did they give it to you? No, they didn't give it to you. We're gonna go back to it in the end. Okay. 2 times 1. It's 2. Did they give it to you? Here, yes, they gave it to you, but they didn't give you the answer. So, no. 2 times 2, 4. Did they give something to the power of 4 to you? Yes. So you don't put it on the calculator. This is how you save more time. Okay, they already gave it to you, which is 80. Look. Now, 2 times 3 equals to 6. Yes, they gave it to you. It's 40 x to the power of 6. Did they give you 4 times 2? No. To the 1 to the power of 8? No, they didn't give it to you. Here it is. Yeah? And then, yeah, here I forgot to put 5. 5 times 2 equals to 10. Yes, they gave it to me. So now, I save time. And what do I do on my calculator? Okay? I'm gonna put... Wait. I'm gonna delete everything. And I'm just gonna put the things that they didn't give me. Anyways, they didn't give me to the power of 8, to the power of 2, and just this one. So this one, when you put it on the calculator, you put 5C0, okay, and 2 to the power of 5. 5C0 is always 1. Anything, 5 combination, no, anything combination 0, you will get 1, okay? Here, 5 to the power of 2 is 32, so you got the first one. Now they want the 1 to the power of 2, so basically 1, the one after it, so 5, 1, 2 to the power of 4, then negative x squared to the power of what? 1. Just do 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 5 combination 1 is 5. 5 times 16 is 80. And you don't put this, of course, in the calculator. Keep it outside. Yeah. Now for the last one. 5 combination 1. Combination 1. 5 combination, if it's 8, so 5 combination 4. 2 to the power of 1. Then negative x squared to the power of 4. Okay? So 5 combination 4 is 5. No. Yeah, 5. Then 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, let's read this question. you're just gonna use a calculator. You have like you have a lot of other ways you can do it, like 4 1, I mean it's 4 0, and then so on. But that's gonna take so much time. You can't do that. Best put it on your calculator like this. So you're gonna get like a big decimal, like 248. Just divide by radical 15. How do I know I divide by radical 15? I multiply those two. If I divide by radical 15, I get 64 radical. Okay, like this question, I don't know if you did the same one, to be honest. I don't think so. Maybe like it's like almost the same question. Just like distribute it to I. So basically in the calculator you put 2x squared plus 2x, and don't forget to put this is equal to 1. You will get 224 in the calculator when you do it. Okay, this is a question that I like explained something like it before, but this one is without numbers. That one was with numbers. So this is to the power of 4. So of course you're gonna put 4 and then 0. You're gonna start from 4. So 2, 3, 4, 0, 4, 4, 0, a to the power of 4, b to the power of 0 plus 4, 1, and then a to the power of 3, b to the power of 1 plus 4 to the power of 2, 4 to the power of 2, I mean 4, 2, and then a squared b squared plus 4, 3, a power of 1, b to the power of 3, and then 4, 4, a to the power of 0, b to the power of 4. Now, here they already put for you. What? Here we don't have an a, right? I mean a b. Here we don't have a b. So they already finished this for us. Okay, because b to the power of 0 is 1, but they're not gonna put 1. Okay. They said here 4a to the 4, okay, and then a to the power of 3, b to the power of 1. So this is correct. We already finished it for us. And this one. Now, this one they didn't finish for us, so we're gonna do it in the end. This one. Okay. They didn't do this for us either. They did this for us because here we don't have a we just have a b. Okay. When it's, I told you already, when it's 4c0, it's always equal to 1. And when it's a number, مثلا 5c5 is equal to 1. 4c4 is equal to 1. But always make sure all the time. Okay, so they already gave this to us too. Okay, so now put on your calculator 4c3. You will get 4. Okay, then you will just substitute it a and then b to the power of 3. Here they only wanted the power, so we just put 3. For this one, put on your calculator 4c2, you will get 6, and then yeah, that's your answer. For this question, it's the same one as like I did a question like this before. You have to put a box and a box and a box, b box, of course here it will be 7 because the power of 7 is 7. And then you have to know what the big number will be down this time. Why? Because they want a fraction. What two numbers do I add? Okay, I get 7 and then I minus them, I get 3. So let's put, we just get the variables. You get x and x. Now here, this is much easier than the other one because the other one had like a 2 here or something. So 5 and 2. I add 5 and 2, I get 7. But when I minus 5 and 2, I get 3. Okay, first thing we have to check. Now I will take this down. So x5 minus x squared was x3, 1 over x3. It is correct. Now 7, and then here it's 5 because b is 5, and then a is x over 3 to the power of 2. You're just taking it, يعني here the x was up, يعني أكيد the squared. Now 3 over x to the power of 5. Okay, now 7 combination 5, 1 over 3 to the power of 2. This is how you put it on the calculator. Here you put 1 because you don't have an x. Okay, because if you don't put, if you just put 3, it's gonna be wrong, completely wrong. Here you just put 3, okay, to the power of 5. You will get 567 after you put it in the calculator. For this question, it's very easy. It's the same thing as the other questions, but here they only want the constant term, so they do not want an x. So you need to get rid of the x. First thing you do is 6 here, box here, a here, b here, box here, box here. Done. X squared over x. What do you do now? Put a box. Put a box. Okay. If you add 4 and 2, okay, you will get, look, you put 4 here, 4 here, and 2 here. Okay, this is how you can cancel it completely, because here it will be x to the power of 4, x to the power of 4, cancel. So we don't have an x anymore. So yeah, that's it. Just put here 2 and 4, then here 4, okay, and then put it on your calculator. 6 c4, and then 2x squared squared plus 1 over, no wait, this is not how you put on the calculator, I'm just simplifying it first, to the power of 4. Now this is how you put on the calculator. 6 c4, and then 4, because 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and then 1 to the power of 4 is 1. Yeah. So 6 combination 4, 15, then times 4 equals to 60. And that's how you get your answer.